stuff instead of sitting up late watching wrestling. I'm going to explain some wrestling things to them. Those of you who have watched a lot of wrestling, you can go have a cigarette now or something. So in wrestling, as in real life, there's two people, right? There's the villain and the hero. But in wrestling, they have, snappier names, right? Backstage. All the backstage names have now come out into the general parlance. But these used to be terms that the audience didn't know. The audience was supposed to consist of rubes who didn't know that it was fake, though they did. It's a weird sort of drama where the audience, everybody always knew the whole deal. It's having fun, right? But snobs think that, like, oh, the people who watch wrestling, they all think that's real. That's what makes them snobs. But the hero, right, the noble wrestler, the one who you're supposed to want to win, is called the baby face, or the face for short, right? And faces have to follow a certain sort of code of conduct where they're supposed to, theoretically, they're supposed to be scientific wrestlers, right? They're supposed to actually want to grapple as people might in high school, as if you were going to pay to go see that, right? Inevitably. And then the villain is called the heel, right? And the heel's job is just to cheat and pay no heed to any of the rules. The heel doesn't actually seem to want to win, right? The heel doesn't care if he gets disqualified. The heel doesn't care if he has the emulation of the audience. He's only there to spoil somebody's fun, right? That's the heel's job, right? And the more what he draws from the audience is called heat, right? The more you hate the heel, the more heat he's drawing. And the heel's job is to draw as much heat as possible. And they're really good at this, but there is invariably a moment in every babyface's career. Sometimes more than one such moment, and it's a beautiful thing to see, because he's not supposed to cheat the face, right? He's supposed to want to be wrestling by the rules and so forth, but then he's facing some guy who's literally like sticking a fork in his eye, right? The referee gets distracted by a manager outside the ring, and the manager is like dressed in funny clothes or whatever, distracted. The referee turns away and is really, like, for a long time distracted from what he's supposed to be officiating. If you did this in football, right, you could get away with all kinds of stuff, right? Oh, the referee's been distracted so much by the manager, I just marched it in the end zone, right? I win, right? So, so yeah, the face puts up with so much abuse, with so many thumbs in his eyes and illegal moves, and at some point, there's this great dramatic moment. Usually he'll be bleeding a little at this point or something, looking weak. Maybe he's like gotten up several times, slower and slower. You begin to worry, this has got to be bad for their bodies, even if it's all just drama, right? It just keeps on falling down and getting back up, and then he gets a look on his face. You can see it from the topmost seats, right? You can see that he's hanged. He can no longer adhere to the babyface code of conduct. He's not going to win if he does that. And it's become more important to him to win than to be true to a code that's beginning to seem hollow to him. A code that's not going to do him a goddamn bit of good. There's a monster in front of him, and the only way to beat the monster is to be the monster. This is called Heel Turn 2.
Get stomped like a snake, lie down in the dirt, cling to my convictions, even when I get hurt. Be an upstanding, well-loved man about town. In your child's mind, that's how it goes down. But I try the losing side. I don't want to die in here. I don't want to die in here. Drift down into a new dark light without any reservations. You found my breaking point. Congratulations. for years and years and years.